Good morning, my name is Adrian Torres and my topic is Bridging the Gap in Parent-Child Relationships. Parental influence is limited, and the limited time that parents have to exert the powerful influence that they have over their children, it should be used to enforce effective communication and to set up the parent to be a positive ghost in the children's future. Open communication allows parents to share values, provide guidance, and build trust before the lessening of their physical presence. This quote here, "Once you're a parent, you're the ghost of your children's Cooper," by Joseph Cooper from Interstellar, represents the fading physical presence of the parents as well as the lasting impact that their values hold. The image does a similar thing. It represents here the parents' fading physical presence as well as the start of the survival for the child. My research question was, how can parents and children build strong and healthy parent-child relationships that bridge the generational gap? By fostering empathy, effective communication, and situational boundaries, parents and children can bridge the generational gap and create a foundation for a healthy and supportive relationship. Generational gap refers to the differences in experiences, values, and communication styles between generations. These differences can create challenges in understanding each other. The generational gap is a real phenomenon. It can lead to misunderstandings. For example, an elderly family member who grew up on landlines may not understand the constant need to feel connected felt by the children who grew up on smartphones. But to understand the implications, we first must understand the gap. Generations are shaped by social, historical, and technological contexts, which entail diverse perspectives and lifestyles within the same family. According to the Encyclopedia of World Problems of Human Potential, this lack of understanding may lead to the rejection of the child by the parents, or at a later state when the parent is in need, the rejection of the parent by the child. Despite the realities of the generational gap, it can be bridged by fostering empathy, effective communication, and setting situational boundaries. Parents can make sure that their children are equipped with the right factors that are able to transcend the changes that time brings to social norms and values. Empathy is the ability to share the emotional state of another person and trying to understand their motives. It changes parenting and changes relationships within families. A University of Cambridge study found that a parent who can understand and tolerate their child's perspective will be less likely to become inappropriately angry, aggressive, or respond poorly. Additionally, a parent who is in sync with their child's inner emotional world will develop a secure and reliable parent-child attachment. Empathy guides the way in which children are disciplined. Harsh, punitive discipline breeds anger and poor emotional coping skills. Empathetic parents raise well-adjusted, caring, and competent children. The same University of Cambridge study found that people who experienced warm and loving relationships with their parents at a young age had fewer mental health problems during early childhood and adolescence, but also displayed high-end pro-social activities, which are the socially desirable behaviors intended to benefit others, such as kindness, empathy, generosity, and volunteering. Effective communication is essentially the backbone of establishing and nurturing parent-child relationships. As Seth Pennock mentions, when parents communicate effectively with their children, it helps develop their language and vocabulary skills. Engaging in meaningful conversations with children stimulates their cognitive abilities, enhances their critical thinking, and expands their knowledge and understanding of the world around them. Boundaries in parenting are clear, established limits that regulate and set expectations for children. These boundaries serve as a foundation to many developmental factors in the child's life, such as self-control and emotional balance. This can induce a sense of security in the child, but not only will the child have a concept of right versus wrong and comfort versus discomfort, they will also feel security towards the relationship with their parents as they learn from them. As stated by Stanley Chima, the sense of security that boundaries provide help children feel confident and secure, which in turn can lead to positive outcomes such as increased self-esteem, better behavior, and improved mental health. Open and honest communication about boundaries helps children understand why certain rules and limits are in place and how they can best abide by them. This can lead to increased trust and respect in the parent-child relationship. The idea of a healthy parent-child relationship is a journey, not a destination. It is an ongoing process that requires consistent effort from both parents and children. There will be challenges and setbacks along the way. Imagine this image here as a journey towards a healthy relationship. It has curves, unexpected turns, and foggy areas where things may seem unclear. But the important thing is to keep moving forward despite the setbacks. Healthy communication takes practice of multiple positive behaviors at once, so it will take time. Even when misunderstandings arise, the key is to learn from them and keep moving towards a healthy relationship. Any questions?
All right, 2 questions for you. First up, back up a little bit because you're off the camera. Thank you. First up, what evidence did you gather that you didn't use them, and why didn't you use it?
So I gathered a lot of evidence on the 4 main parenting styles: the uninvolved, authoritative, authoritarian, and permissive. But it ended up requiring too much context to fit into, for people to actually understand, for the audience to understand the styles. It would require too much context to fit into a presentation, so I just decided to not use it.
Okay, and what advice would you have for other people that do this topic in the future?
I definitely say to probably mention other, because those are not the only solutions. There's obviously other solutions that can be found and practiced. So I would say just probably delve deeper into solutions. You could go even as far to research other, like children with disabilities and other factors that may affect those as well, and research about those as well.